It's another beautiful day on Lookout Mountain, Alabama. We've had fog or rain 39 out of the last 41 days, I am sure. I've never seen so much fog in my life. I do like it though, I like it. Anything that's not hot and dry, I generally accept, and I don't like it really, really cold. So fog is okay. We were scheduled for partly cloudy yesterday, but the sun only peeked through for less than a minute. So, what makes you happy, Davis? Hard not to be happy playing ukulele. It's impossible not to be happy playing the piano unless you're forcing the issue, which sometimes I have been known to do. I really enjoy making YouTube videos. I really enjoy hiking the trails on Lookout Mountain. Yesterday I went down into the gorge. I encountered an old guy walking down the main path, and he turned around and looked at me and says, "Do you know where any hiking trails are around here?" So I showed him the hiking trails, and we went down into the gorge. We went to the suspension bridge. And we had a good old time on the mountain. I had fun. I even did a little fun work yesterday. I had a problem with my printer and I had to fix it, and I satisfactorily decided how to do that. All this traffic, by the way, is not as loud as it appears. It's not like in your rearview mirror, where it is closer than it appears. It's actually trucks laboring up onto the mountain. And most of those are just pickup trucks. People going off to work at 8 o'clock. So I'm just as happy as a lark. There is no reason why Davis should ever have a dull moment or a sad moment. But in fact, I do. And I wake up just about every night feeling like there's something missing or something wrong. And I have to go to some trouble to get back to sleep. So, what is wrong? Why aren't you happy? Why aren't we happy all the time? I imagine, and I know, I've known people because I've been a college teacher. I knew the inner workings of many people by hearing from them in the classroom. And I remember a very good student in my English class said that she never slept. She was always worried about her children, I think it was. But that doesn't do any good to worry about your children. If you're losing sleep, that is a serious problem, as it is with, I would say, a good bit of the people of the earth probably lose sleep, except the ones who work really hard or just collapse from exhaustion. This is what I'm going to do. Since I feel like at this point in my life I have earned the privilege, I don't really have to work, but I feel like I'm compelled to work. But this morning I said, Davis, what work could you do that would make you feel happy and contented? Most of the work I would do would just bring on more work, worry, effort, how to spend the money I made, and more problems. So work doesn't necessarily lead to happiness and contentment. It may, if you have to have money and you're in desperate need of money, then work will be part of the solution. But in my case, work really isn't. And so why do I continue thinking about things that aren't perfect or that went wrong back 30, 40, 50, or 60 years ago? Why do I labor over things that can't be changed? Is it going to make me a better person in the future to lash myself for a mistake I made, a thoughtless, stupid error I made 50 years ago? I don't think so. The thought that I have today is that for the next 24 hours, I'm going to work really hard at being happy. And how hard is it really to be happy and contented? It could be as simple as flipping on a light switch. I'm going to imagine that today as I go through my foggy day here on the mountain. I'm going to say all I got to do to be happy is push a button. We have push button lights in our house. You may have the kind that you flip up. So all I'm going to do is either push a button or flip up a switch in my mind, and happiness is going to flood over me. And in times where I need a boost, I'm just going to turn on that happy switch. And I'm going to be happy regardless. Happiness is what is needed in my life. Contentment is what is needed in my life. I don't need more work. I don't need more money. I don't need more worries, problems, or anything else. All I need is a big dose of happiness and some contentment. I'm going for those two things, happiness and contentment. I remember the saying today, most people are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. And that is attributed to Abraham Lincoln, though I also heard that he never said it. He may have said it and he got it from somebody else, who knows. It doesn't matter. It rings true to me. Most people are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. And we can make it a habit to be happy instead a habit of being gloomy and sad. So that's what I'm working on. One of the reasons that this came to my mind was since I lost my YouTube channel, my original YouTube channel that I worked so hard on, I've been quite angry about that. But I was angry a little bit before then. And if my channel came back in a week or two, I'd probably be right back where I was before. So it's not the outer circumstances that makes us happy. It's flipping on the happy switch and saying, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to feel good in my bones today. It's just going to be a bright, sunshiny day in my heart, no matter how foggy or gloomy or how bad things are going outside. We can change the way things are outside by changing them inside, and we can change them inside as effortlessly as pushing a button or flipping a switch. I believe that, and that's what I'm going to do today. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you're doing great. I really appreciate the messages I had this morning when I turned on my computer. There were many people who said nice things, and it was a good time for me to read those messages. I hope you get a good message from somebody today.